Alright, this is going to be our team. We're going to be doing this again, hoping for the best. My little challenge run here where we use 4 of the same character class. We aren't allowed to run away. We aren't allowed to use the Bane sword. And I'm going to be manipulating the game's RNG, and we're going to try and get through as fast as we can. I also must have all of my characters dead except for one by the end of the Garland battle. One, two, three, 4, 5. Alright, we're gonna compare up to my average splits. Six. Alright, the imps didn't do a lot to weaken us. But that's what the ghoul is for. The ghoul here will put in the work and beat down these naked fighters. I ruined the names, but oh well, I forgot which one survived. Hey golden girl, welcome on in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should have swapped Diamond back, but oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And then there was 1. Beep beep bat. Bat. Starting off strong. The slowest run I've attempted, thanks to a bat being in the way. This is the 3rd attempt of the day. See if I can finish the run. The first run made it the furthest. I keep making silly little mistakes. I know my inputs have to be perfect for the entire game, and all it takes is me being distracted for a second and doing the wrong input and the run ends. The last run, I thought I did things correctly, but I didn't. I needed to do 5 short bounces on a Naga, and I accidentally only did 4. That put me 1 RNG value off, and the whole run died. Instantly. But that's how the RNG manip goes. If you're not manipping it correctly, you lose. Because we only make it through every fight because we're landing on the perfect RNG for every battle to make it through. Because this isn't normally how you would make it through the game. Normally you have multiple characters to be able to kill off enemies quicker, and you have more armor and spells at your disposal to be able to, like, make it through every situation. And you actually buy healing supplies. Which, you know, we're not doing. I'm not buying any heal potions until the very final dungeon. And we're only buying exactly enough to survive. In the any percent run, we don't buy any heal potions at all. Because buying healing potions is slow. So instead, we just don't take damage. But yeah, casually doing this fight with a single fighter would be very scary, because 1 critical hit and this guy's dead. Now we don't have to worry about being crit, since I know where our RNG is going to be. I know all of the damage we're going to do and all of the damage we're going to take. Time to buy some tents. Man, I had 2 bad menus on this split. We're gonna lose a bunch of time. I sadly haven't even made it into Mirage Tower yet today. for just silly mistakes. But yeah, I know somebody earlier was mentioning, like, if I did my inputs in opposite orders in a combat, if I would still be okay, and I definitely wouldn't. Like for this fight, if I held A on turn 1 instead of doing 2 bounces, I probably take more damage and then deal less damage. Or maybe I accidentally kill that ogre off immediately. Then I kill this creep immediately. Then I go into the next fight a turn early. And in the next fight I now have 3 creeps to deal with instead of 1. I definitely don't know what every single RNG value will give us in every single fight. Because, I mean, we do hundreds of fights, and there's 256 different values of RNG for every single turn. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That is a lot of different things that could happen. Like, just trying to figure out one battle can take so long, trying to route what every single RNG value could be for every single turn. Since, you know, you do something different in round 1, that means round 2 is going to be completely different as well. And if you have to do that for all 256 different values, making a route through the game can take a very long time. Which is why I don't make the route from scratch myself. Well, I mean, I kind of do, but not fully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. That is why I had a buddy of mine, No Heal, designed a tool that I can put in what battles I'm going to be fighting with what character and what stats he has, what weapons he has on, all of that, to figure out the fastest ways, fastest with quotes, to get through a fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. And there's a lot of different variables to make that function. I was showing that off a bit yesterday at the tail end of the stream, where I was trying to do some on-the-fly routing to show you guys how long it would take to make such little impact on the run. And how making one tiny change would alter every battle for the rest of the run. I don't know why I look at my notes on this fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. I know the bounces for this. I've done it a lot of times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, just because I know what the bounces are, doesn't mean I won't screw them up. I knew what my bounces were for that Naga battle and I messed it up. Now I do have some ideas of how to change this for a true any percent run, where I'm running away from a lot of battles. I think fighting 2 mucks there and instantly killing them both would be great. Even if it spawns a bunch of bones here, then I just run away from the bones. Good bat. 2, 5. The NPCs this run... Oh, I guess they haven't... The first bat was bad. Then the rest of the bats have been okay so far. A lot of us being slow is because of me. Which is fine as long as we finish the run. That's what I want. I just want us to finish. 1, 2, 3, 6. I mean, I'm definitely not a fan of coffee myself. But I'm lame and don't drink anything. I drink water, that's all. I mean, everyone gets tired. Whether or not you drink coffee, that doesn't change. I don't like coffee. I've tried it a few times when I was a teen, and boy did I hate it. No matter how many different ways I tried to have coffee, I hated it so much. And ever since, if I have something that even has a slight hint of coffee taste, I can't stand it. One, two, three, 5, 6, 7, 1. Lots of people love their coffee, but not for me. I get by without that crutch. Which is good, because at my job, I need to be able to jump up out of nowhere from being tired or sleeping even, and just be on my feet running around doing things at a moment's notice. And I can't just be all groggy, not being able to wake up because I don't have my fix of coffee to get my day started. I couldn't imagine how terrible my job would be if I was a coffee addict. I'm sure they have good stuff somewhere. I mean, nobody needs coffee. People could get by without it. But it ends up being something that people have at some point in time, and then like it, and then just continue to function with it and rely on it. There's a lot of things people don't need. We don't need to be playing video games all the time. But here I am anyways. All I've done for the past 4.5, 5 months is just this game. That is all. It has been quite some time since FF6, yep. When I was younger, I tried all sorts of different ways to have coffee. In fact, I used to make coffee for a little while. When I worked at a gas station, I used to make coffee every morning, and I made all sorts of different kinds and talked to lots of different coffee enjoyers of all sorts, and tried lots of different ways to have it. And no matter what I put in that coffee, I hated the taste so much. Like, I'm not drinking this trash. I hate it. You know, I actually never got robbed while working there. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Funny enough, the 2 days after I quit, my buddy that I used to live with, he ended up working at the same place that I did. And he was covering my shift until they had somebody else to replace me. And so he was working my shift and got robbed 2 days later on my shift. And the funny thing was is he said it was like the nicest customer ever. And he got like 3 days off work paid for like emotional damage. And he said it was a great experience. So he was thankful that I quit so that he could be robbed. I never had people try to pay me in counterfeit bills, no. I didn't work there very long. I mean, I guess I worked there for like 11 months or something. I was a teenager still. Don't you do it. Okay. What happened to the previous run? I made a mistake. So the run died. In the sea shrine, up against the water element, the Naga, Naga, not water elemental. I was supposed to do hold A 5 short bounces. I ended up doing hold A 4 short bounces. I got off by 1 value of RNG, and the run instantly died in the next encounter. But that's just how this run goes. We manipulate everything to be perfect, sure. But if I'm off by 1 input, the whole run is dead. So a lot of doing the run may be mindless, but I still have to be paying enough attention to do everything perfect. Chaos doesn't have a time next to him because I haven't finished this run yet. I am only comparing up against the times of this category that I am doing. And I haven't finished one of these runs, so we don't have a time for it. Today, the furthest we've made it is right before the Sky Castle. Yesterday, I died on Phantom because the tool that I was using to make these routes wasn't dealing with regeneration properly. And it had me deal exact damage to Phantom, which doesn't kill him, because he regenerates 3 hit points a round. Beep beep bat. Hey Sandbag, welcome on in. I know lots of people think regeneration doesn't work in this game, but it does. Enemies that are supposed to regenerate HP do. It's actually kind of surprising we didn't run into that sometime earlier, because there's a decent amount of regenerative enemies in the game, and I guess it just never came up where I would deal exact damage to a regenerative enemy after 2 rounds or more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like with the trolls, I'm always overkilling them. With the werewolves, I'm always overkilling them. Beep beep. I mean, technically it did come up before, a long time ago, when I was very first doing the routes. We had a regen issue, and then No Heal thought he fixed it. He changed it, but he didn't actually fix it. Beep beep bat, thank you. What he did was have the game look at garbage data and not the actual data for regenning HP. So it was doing something different, but 1, 2, 3. What was it trying to figure out for the regenning? I don't know. But it's fixed now. Six, 1, 2. Yes, trying to make the code just like the game. I will be green eventually. Beep beep bat. So where were the 3 places my runs have died today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. One was NC Shrine, the most recent. A second... No, this is the 3rd run. We haven't died 3 times. Okay, never mind. We've only died twice, right. Okay. I was scared. There was a lot of bats. But they were fine. 1, 2, 3. They could have been a whole lot worse. Beep beep. Don't. Why? If you're gonna come down here, at least move. Well, that's gonna set us behind a little bit. What is this? Get out of my way! Beep, beep, beep. Bat, why did you go that way? Holy cow, these bats. Beep, beep, bat. Well, this run started off as the worst run of the day, and I guess it's going to stay that way. Hey, Killa, I don't think it was your fault. That's just how it goes in this game. It's something that really annoyed me when I was doing the any percent runs, is that the bats could be in the way, and then I just want to reset the whole run, because they cost me 30 seconds. It's not as important in this run. "30 seconds is a safe assumption. We'll see in a moment." Hey, Blazin', welcome on in. We are comparing to my average times right now. My average is what we're comparing to. And this is how much time we're losing compared to average. There is nothing nice about this. This is the 3rd attempt ever, so a few golds is to be expected. I mean, I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could do this. Or this. There we go. Best segments. This is where we should be. Like, no matter what I compare up against, it's gonna be looking real bad. There's no way to repair that after a 30-second time loss. I could do this. Then it doesn't look terrible. But yeah, comparing up against average of the 2 runs that I've done today is the way to make it look the best. Especially because in this next split, I had a bat sit in Lich's hallway for 30 seconds also. Seven. Don't do it. Okay. Oh, these bats. This run started off with a bat in the way in Temple of Fiends. 1, 2, 3, 1. That's how we started. I mean, this isn't really a world record, even when I finish it. It's just a challenge run using rules that I made up for myself to be like its own little challenge thing. not an official world record attempt for an actual recognized category. It's just something to add to my giant list of challenges I've done. I have not had my records for 15, 16 years, no. In fact, I wasn't even speedrunning FF1 that long ago. I think I started speedrunning 8 to 10 years ago, somewhere around there. I think I've been speedrunning for around 10 years now. And when I first started doing runs, I wasn't making records. Okay, that's not true. 1, 2, 3. Technically, the very first speedrun I did, I think I made a world record with it. That doesn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because my very first run I did was for Ogre Battle 64. Which is, at the time, nobody else had done an official run. So it doesn't really count. It was bad. Was it record? Sure. But it wasn't good. Bats, you guys just made a wall. Let me pass, please. Beep beep. Bat. Beep beep. Beep. Beep beep. I mean, lots of people do like watching the FF1 runs in the morning. And over the last few years, I've just been really the only person 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that has been doing FF1 content for actual speedruns pretty regularly for the last few years. You know, I really should have saved more time there. I really should have saved more time. I didn't shave off any time. Compared to average, sure. But it's not like I didn't make a gold split or anything. We're still 30 seconds behind where I should be. Like, you don't lose time in this run. Like, you don't save time, I mean. Everything is predetermined already. I already know exactly what's gonna happen in every single encounter. Like, the route doesn't... The route is set. I either lose time to NPCs in the way, or I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4. I almost messed that up. The only true time save I make is in routing. That is the only way that I save time, is by changing the route. Otherwise, I only lose time by NPCs being in the way, or lose time by menuing slow. That's how it works in the Manipt run. That's annoying, but fine. Accidentally bought a house instead of a cabin. That is easily fixed by me picking up one extra chest of gold. So it's just time loss. Yeah, I don't consider myself nice. Never really have. I also don't think of myself as a genius behind this game. I'm just someone who has been dedicated to it and trying out my own thing for a while. 1, 2, 3, 1. Have I probably been putting in more time playing this game than anybody else over the last century? Probably. Or decades, not century. I'm dumb. Oh, right. I almost panicked for a second there when I used that house. One, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. How's it going? Well, I still haven't finished the run. I keep making dumb little mistakes that are getting the run killed off. And this run, well, we had some problems in the Earth Cave. We are officially working on the slowest route, or the slowest run that I have done, out of technically 4 attempts. Because my attempt yesterday, I didn't save the splits because, I don't know, I've messed with the black belt stuff, and I guess it just didn't, I thought it saved, but it didn't save. Oh well. So I didn't get to keep my splits from yesterday. So out of the 4 attempts, this is the slowest one so far. Which means this will be the one that'll finish, right? Because that's how it goes. The worst run will finish. I really would like to have the floater by 1:02:30, but that's not going to happen. There is other stuff on this shirt, yes. There's a Moogle, a Chocobo, Cactar, and a Tonberry. I can try and move it up a little bit. But it's kind of difficult during the run. Hey Juju, welcome in. Because I kind of have to be fast at all of my inputs. Worried about what? That a sorcerer might crit me in the face and kill me? 1, 2, 3. I mean, he'll crit me in the face, but it won't kill me. Oh, lots of my shirts, need to be replaced. They're all very old. I mean, I've been out of the army for over 10 years now. And this shirt I got before I was in the army. So, yeah. It's probably like... what? Or maybe I got it in the army, I don't remember. Let's guess and say the shirt is 12 years old. Yep, I did my time in the service, and it wasn't what I was hoping it was going to be. I should have joined when I was younger, and I should have just stuck it out for 20 years, then I'd be retired already. Oh yeah, I was ready to get out nearly instantly because everything was awful. I had a miserable time being in the service. I hated every minute of it. I feel like everybody that was in the service did everything they could to ensure that everybody else that was there was having a miserable time. So many things we did could have been fun, but no. Oh yeah, it probably is worse now. Also, Blocky, welcome in. I was in the service during the whole, Afghanistan type stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't go there, but that's around the time I was in. I guess that's probably not... Yeah, that has been a long time thing, huh? You are right. I didn't end up going there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I ended up going to... For my duty station, I went to Vilsec, Germany, which was just an infantry post. And then when I actually went out for deployment, I just had to go to, I went to Estonia. And we started up, like, we're a show of force for dealing with Russia a while back when they were causing problems. And also, we are entering the volcano, so flashing light warning. Oh yeah, I had pretty good scores, but my schooling wasn't good enough. So Army was my only choice unless I wanted to go to college and get like 15 college credits or something. So I could join the other branches of the service. But yeah, on my ASVAB I scored high enough to get almost any position in the military. Somehow. I don't feel like I even did that good. I didn't study, I just took a test like 10 years after high school. The funny thing is that I scored the lowest on my mechanical skills. And the funny part is that I had 8 years of experience being a machine operator. Knowing how to operate many, many different machines of many years of experience. And that's what I scored the lowest on their test. Because during the test, they asked me lots of questions about tools I know nothing about for, like, cars. Because I don't care about cars. I've never cared about cars. I don't know about car terminology. And so, because I scored really low on that stuff, that was just my lowest overall score. Which is funny, because literally all of my work experience was dealing with machine stuff, but I scored so poorly on it. One, two, three, four. Hello, Carrie. Goodbye, Carrie. Good job. There's 3 seconds wasted. That's the first time I've accidentally landed there. Oh, don't forget, I accidentally bought a house, so I need to make up the money. That's more time wasted. Mr. Durgan? Beep beep. Alright, I'm actually going to buy 11 cabins this time, now that I have enough money. Last attempt I only bought 10, because I didn't have the funds. Okay, that'll do. Alright, 11 cabins. Alright. Third time going through the sea shrine today. Red Cloud, welcome on in. We are, officially on the slowest run of the day. I'm comparing to averages right now. we're still this far behind. Seven. But yeah, I wish that I would have enlisted, like, in 2004. Then I could be retired right now. But, you know, that didn't happen. I'm sure if I would have joined then, I wouldn't have lasted the 20 years anyways. But that was my goal when I joined, was to do 20, 25 years, then retire. Look at that fat gold. Saved 0.2 seconds to average. See, now the red wizard will be able to warp out of here. I think the red wizard run will be neat to do. Red mage will struggle a bit, but I think red wizard will be fun. A blunted wax, welcome on in. I'm sure if I would have stayed in longer, I probably would have been medically discharged also. My shins are so bad. And being an idiot and joining the infantry really didn't help that. Just turning you into a pack mule. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Always doing those ruck marches with way too much gear on your back. My shins were always causing problems for me. I mean, I just endured while I was there and just dealt with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not 4. I mean, my shins still give me problems to this day. A dog just, like, bonks my shin with his nose and I'm ready to die. I think I take this safe tile, then we're good. So I should now be 2 steps ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 steps ahead of what I normally do in the any percent runs. Which is good, because going to grab the ribbon is going to cost me 3 steps. And I normally delay a step. I burn a safe tile past there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I don't even deal with the VA. I should. But I just was so ready to be done with anything military related when I first tried doing some of the VA stuff. It was just like, it was such a pain in the butt, and I just gave up. Like, this isn't, I don't feel like this is worth it for me right now. At some point in time, I probably should try to figure out some VA stuff so I can actually, you know, go to the doctor at some point. Because I haven't had any sort of medical examination in well over 10 years now, since I was in the service. Besides dental stuff, because I still go to the dentist all the time, because that's important. My health? Who cares? I know everything's falling apart. But yeah, one of these days, I'll try to figure out my VA stuff. I'll have to get a copy of my DD214 or whatever it's called. I don't even remember if that's it. I wouldn't consider it money. It is DD214? Okay, I was right on that. I don't remember the last time I even said or thought of that. It just came out, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I could, like, eventually talk to the VA and get free medical care, but it's not money. 1, 2, 3. Seven, 1, 2. Look at that, 0.0 second gold. I probably just split slightly better. But yeah, everybody I know that like has to deal with the VA has nothing good to say. And I have just put it off and been putting it off until I feel like I need to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of these days I'll probably figure it out. Hey Cornfed, welcome on in. Well, we're definitely in the red today. This is the slowest run of the day. Slowest run of the past 2 days, actually. But that's okay. We're still alive. Bat, where you going? Okay. Think of it as like your release form from the service. I don't even know where mine is. I probably left it at my mother's house. Because all of my important documents are with her. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey Snake, welcome on in. Shouldn't you be running right now? And let's see where the robot is. Alright. That was an acceptable robot. Not perfect, but I did have perfect execution on my frame-perfect input to make him walk towards me quickly, so at least I didn't screw that up. Guru Medusa's taking you out? Gotcha. Yeah, eventually you'll have to learn the step route a bit better and understand which enemies are beep beep bat. Understand which enemies are going to be coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can properly prepare yourself and avoid unfavorable encounters. It's definitely a lot to learn and a lot to be able to change on the fly. Oh yeah, it's important to be 12 if you're using black mages and 15 for red mages. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You want those warp charges, they're a big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Alright, so even though this is my slowest run of this, as long as I don't fail again. Yeah, we're getting there. The robot in my previous attempt was really bad. I mean, the robot himself wasn't bad, but I messed up the robot because I gauged what he was going to do incorrectly. And that made my cube split really slow. And the run before that, I didn't even make it to the cube. My toga party was so bad in my last attempt. I forgot about that until just now. I had to walk out of the entrance of the town. That's how mean they were to me. I'd never walk out the entrance, ever. But they were just all around me, trying to get me to join their toga cult. Like, leave me alone. Alright, Toga Party. Play nice this time, please. It's gotta be better than last time at least, right? Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Ooh, this is way better. Beep beep. Beep beep. I should have pushed him up one more time. Now I do it. I knew that. I've seen that before. That wasn't a good toga party, but it was acceptable. The way in was perfect. The way out could have been a little better. But it's fine. Okay, let's not ruin this time. I killed the run last time right here. I have to skip each of these encounters perfectly. Because after I level up there, my next encounter must be the Wiz Mummy battle. So I cabin here. Then right here. Okay, is that right? No. No, that's not right. I think that step is okay. We'll see if this is right now. This better be a whiz mummy. Okay, okay. The last run, I made a input mistake in the Sea Shrine. The run before that ripped right before walking into this dungeon because I was on the wrong tile for my encounter. I'm currently one step behind where I think I should be, but it shouldn't make a difference. Because I'm going to be skipping encounters once I'm done with the dungeon. I think I'm good being one step behind. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's possible that being one step behind isn't okay, but we'll find out. I was supposed to take a step into the shadow of Mirage Tower, because that's a safe tile. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I tried doing my movement too fast, I didn't time it well. At least this is an easy fight. I just hold A. I don't have a ribbon on or anything. All those glances just miss anyways. I have a ribbon, it's just not equipped. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Because I want the extra absorption of the silver helmet. I want to be about 5 steps away from the teleporter here. If I'm 5 steps away or 6 steps away, I should be fine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I think I'm 1 step behind, but that's alright. I mean, of course I'm 1 step behind. What am I saying? I know I'm 1 step behind. But I don't think it's a big deal. I know Warmech's floor is a little scary because it's got the highest encounter rate in the entire game. And I know I get really close to an extra encounter. But I think I have 1 step of wiggle room. I think. We'll find out in a moment. Four, 1, 2. I'm going to count these steps because I have to make sure that I delay just enough steps after this battle. Oh, I'm fine. I have so many extra steps. We're fine. Yeah, this is nothing to worry about. I had plenty of extra steps still. Like, I had to delay a lot, so I was panicking for nothing. This is a fight that I've tried to Bane Sword, but it just doesn't work out. In any percent. I've tried Bane Swording this. Like, it's 4 enemies, but no, it's not a good fight to try to Bane Sword. It's just faster to kill, sadly. Now we get to do a Tiamat fight. I tried turning Tiamat into a 5-round encounter instead of 6. 1, 2, 1. But it doesn't seem to be fast. And the problem is, if I do this, just the 2-1 bounce every time, we would kill her after the 5th round. Which would spawn me 3 enemies in the next fight, and just put my RNG in a terrible place for entering the final dungeon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. So instead we turn it into a 6-round battle. We're fine. Tyros don't hurt. In a previous route, I used to get down to 1 HP there. Alright, 24 heal time. Ten. $20. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is why we, don't like buying healing potions. It takes a little bit. Alright, final dungeon time. Good bats. No more bats can get in my way. No more NPCs, actually, can get in my way. I do have 3 more menus, though. It would be slower to buy heals at the starting town. How much slower exactly, I don't know. The thing is about going to Canaria is you have to walk quite a ways to make it to the item shop. Compared to Crescent Lake, where it's right there. And then you also have NPCs in the way, trying to leave the town. Crescent Lake is just the best, and also, when I do my encounter skips, I need to go right there also. Theoretically, I could do the encounter skips first, then go to Canaria. Alright, Phantom, you're not gonna regenerate past me this time. I am prepared to deal enough damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, this is officially the furthest a run has gone with this route. I had to do some weird routing to make it so I take like no damage in that fight. So that way I could allow for me being beaten up in this next battle. I had to mess with a lot of different things to figure out what actually works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Yep. Critical hit. We get crit. Don't want to, but it's just what I found to get me through the fight. I mean, technically I could get through without being crit, it was just slower. This was a faster path through. I tried a bunch of different setups for these encounters, until I found this one that I liked. Hello, Real. Welcome in. This is the third attempt of the day, so it would have been nice if I would have already finished it by now, but you know, we'll take what we can get. And Chaos, welcome on in. 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, we don't get to do that swing on round 1 of the Purple Worm. We have to wait until round 2 to do that swing. And that puts us at a known area of RNG that my 4 Bane Sword route uses. Well, for a bit. It's gonna get shifted very quickly. The end of this Gurmedusa battle is going to already be different after we just put it back on track that my old runs did. The problem is we level up at different times, and that ruins all of the fights. And since we level up here, I have to do different Earth Elemental than I'm used to, and do a different, do different Gurmedusas. Earth Elementals kind of hurt. But yeah, we should be done in about 12 minutes is my guess. One, two, three, one. Now this is a known point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. This is for this fight, and the next few fights will be the same battles that I do as any percent. We murder the Argiant quickly, then take a second to kill his Agama friend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. 1 Agama wasn't enough. How about 2? I know people love their Agamas. I'm not a fan of the Agama. In fact, I hate the Agama. I don't know how many runs Agamas have killed for me by just having an awful XP grind. Way too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Agamas are an enemy that lots of people love to grind experience on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is a very safe area of the volcano where there are 2 trap tiles back to back, and you can walk on them forever without getting a random encounter. So people love to gain experience there on those enemies. But I have had some bad experiences dealing with them. 1, 2, 3, 1. and so I don't like them. They have ruined far too many of my runs. We could one-shot him, but it won't put me at good RNG. So we'll take an extra turn. Yes, they ruin any percent no manip runs often. When you have a black mage that doesn't even have 100 max HP, and he gets beaten down by an Agama, it just kills the run. One, two, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Extra door. Alright, now we wear our ribbon on our head for the rest of the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that we can resist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. Three hits, 3 damage. Ow. Anyways. One, two, 3. One, 2. Yes, this is a bad round. 4 hits, 19 damage. And I take 50. 1, 2, 3. But sometimes you have to just move along the RNG. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. And there goes Tiamat. Slow, oh no! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, time for chaos. But first, a little pick-me-up. 500 HP is all we need. Four, one. One, two, one. Two. Ow. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this sun sword isn't dealing any damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. Okay, and there we go. Beat Chaos with a solo fighter using manips without using the Bane sword or fleeing from a single encounter in 2 hours, 3 minutes, 49 seconds. Yep, this would have been a world record. In fact, doing this run with 0 Banes, 0 fleas would put you number 2 on the leaderboard, I think? Yeah. But yeah, that's the first of my solo manip character challenges. That's the baseline run. We could be faster without bats in the way, but I'm not gonna touch the run again unless I make some more improvements. Because I'm not gonna just hope that I'm luckier. That's not gonna happen.